Hello. This video will cover information for undeclared natural sciences students. We will be discussing the following. What are the natural sciences? 5 questions to reflect on. Placement exam information. How to explore the natural sciences through your coursework. A sample first semester course plan. How GEs and exam credits can count towards your degree. And some opportunities and resources you want to consider. So, what are the natural sciences? The natural sciences seek to explain phenomena that occurs in the biological, physical, and chemical realms of nature on Earth and in the universe. This includes mathematics and physical sciences like astronomy, chemistry, earth sciences, and physics. It includes life sciences like biological sciences, human biology, and quantitative biology. And it also includes more interdisciplinary fields like data science, environmental studies, and neuroscience. A big part of choosing a major in college is really reflecting on what your interests are and ultimately what your goals are. You don't have to decide what career you want now, but it will be helpful to think about what things interest you, what things you excel in, what excites you, what are you excited to learn about. And then also think about for natural sciences, are you more interested in life sciences, something like biological sciences, or are you more interested in the physical sciences? So something like geological sciences or physics. An additional thing to think about is how much math are you interested in taking? In some majors, there's only 1 or 2 courses in math, whereas in other majors, you need to do significantly more. So it's important to think about how much math you're interested in doing within the natural sciences. And then finally, are there any majors you're already considering? It's helpful for your advisor to know if you've already had a couple of majors in mind to help you best explore within those majors. It's okay if you don't have any majors in mind, but it is something that you do want to start thinking about. Given that you are exploring the natural sciences, it is very likely that you will need to take at least one math or chemistry course, and therefore taking the math and chemistry placement exams is very important to make sure you're able to register for one of these courses without delays. If you have not already taken the math and chemistry placement exams, please be sure to do so as soon as possible. Even if you have AP Calculus credit, which can advance you to Calculus 2, you should still take the math placement exam. The chemistry department uses both the math and chemistry placement exam scores to determine chemistry placement. All Durham Safe students are required to fulfill level 3 of a foreign language. If you have an AP score of 4 or 5 besides Latin, or an IB higher level score of 6 or 7, you will satisfy the foreign language requirement. If you are fluent in a language, you may take a competency exam to satisfy the foreign language requirement. If you are an international student, you might be exempt from the requirement. If you are not satisfying the foreign language requirement in any of these ways, you will need to take foreign language courses. If you have previous experience with a language, you may contact the Language Center for placement for your first semester. The exception would be Spanish, which requires a placement exam that you can access on Brightspace, which is only available during orientation. If you want to start a new language at level 1, you may request declarance for level 1 of the language. Please note that the Language Center will confirm you do not have academic experience in the language you are requesting level 1 clearance for. With the GE courses, these are ones that you have to take for your degree at USC regardless. So if you have a particular interest in these areas, there's an opportunity to explore that using your GE courses without using elective space. So for GEC Social Analysis, the course ENST 100, which is Introduction to Environmental Studies, is one option for you to consider in your time at USC if you have interest in exploring environmental studies. In GED Life Sciences, we have courses in biological sciences, geological sciences, and in human biology that allow students to explore different aspects of the life sciences. If you're interested in one of these courses or exploring one of these areas, there is a potential for you to have that course satisfy a major requirement. Not all majors are going to accept these courses, but this is one way that you could use your GE courses to explore different areas. If you're leaning towards exploring in the physical sciences, there are a number of options within GE that would help you explore in that area. So notice there is a course in chemistry. So Chemistry 105A is a general chemistry class. There's numbers of options within geology that would cover category E. So notice there's a lot of different options there depending on what your interest is. These are courses that could satisfy the earth sciences or the geological sciences major. There are also some options in physics. There are 2 physics courses, Physics for the Life Sciences or Fundamental of Physics 1. Both of these courses allow you to explore in physics different majors except different versions of this physics course. So depending on where you might be leaning, one of those physics courses might be more appropriate than the other. But within the GE category, there's a lot of options for you to explore the physical sciences. For GEF, quantitative reasoning, you also have a number of courses that allow you to satisfy GEF while exploring math for the most part. So most of these are math courses, so either pre-calculus or some version of calculus 1, 2, or 3. And then you have a statistics class for biological sciences, which is QBio 305. So in this area, you have to satisfy GF category F in order to graduate from USC. But this allows you to get a better sense of what kind of math you're interested in and how far in math you want to dwell. Here, we have a sample first semester course plan, so you have a sense of which courses to enroll in your first semester. All students are required to take a GE seminar and Writing 150 in their first year. These should not be taken in the same semester. The second course will be a foreign language course if you have not already satisfied the requirement. If you have satisfied the requirement, you can take a GE from category A, B, or C. Then we recommend your next course to be either Math 108, which is pre-calculus, or Math 125, which is calculus 1. This is going to depend on your math placement. Most majors within the natural sciences require some level of math, so taking a math course will allow you to begin to make progress in a major. Remember that you need to take the math placement exam as soon as possible to ensure that you can enroll in a math course during your registration. The final course we recommend is a course in the natural sciences that you can use to explore. This could be a GEC, D, or E from the charts that we saw previously, and the course you choose will be based on the area that you're interested in exploring first. Certain courses in the natural sciences majors will overlap with some of the GE requirements. You may be able to fulfill G, D, E, and F through the natural sciences majors. This will be important to remember when you are selecting a GE seminar to register for. You do not want to select the GE seminar that will fulfill any of these GE categories since they will already be completed. It is also possible to fulfill some of your major requirements with AP, IB, or A-level scores if you are not pre-health. One thing to note is that if you're considering something in the pre-health field, so maybe becoming a doctor or a dentist or going into pharmacy, you want to make sure you are taking these courses at the college level. So even if you have AP credit, a lot of schools in the pre-health field are looking for students to take these classes at the college level. You can always follow up with a pre-health advisor if you have specific questions on that end. You can scan the QR code here to see a full list of exam credit. There are many opportunities and resources at USC. Master courses are courses that take place at the end of your spring semester but are still part of your spring tuition. These courses often go off campus or they go abroad, and so it gives students an opportunity to potentially earn major or GE credit while getting a mini study abroad experience. Studying abroad is also a really popular option even in the natural sciences, and students typically go abroad in their junior or senior year. The program that you do abroad is going to depend ultimately on the major you've decided on. So by your junior year, you'll likely have chosen something, and so you can talk with your advisor about which programs might be most appropriate. Directed research is another really great way for students to explore in general, but also within the natural sciences. So directed research is research under the supervision of one of the faculty members, and it allows you to get a really good idea of what kind of research is going on in that specific field. Another great way to explore is with student organizations. So if you join a student organization, it's a really great way to get connected with students in particular majors who have similar interests to you and with faculty who are in that area. And they can also help you understand what it looks like to be a student in that major, the sort of things that they're learning in the classroom and outside of the classroom, and just gives you a really good understanding of what it would be like to be in that major. Other ways that you can use to explore and help you understand what major might be the best fit for you is the Dornside Career Pathways. So this is an office that helps students understand what their career interests are, and so they have different assessments that you can take that can really help you understand what major might be the best fit for you based off of your interests. The resources on the right are different academic resources and are free for all students. They include tutoring, academic support, disability, and accessibility services.